Pleased. We've got about everything in that we have in our playbook, and so we have a lot of inventory. And the guys have last week, this week, I guess especially, have done a great job of executing, getting better and better out there.
What's your secondary looking like, Dave, behind the starters?
I think they're coming along. We just got to keep developing who's out there. But I like what C.J. Hampton's doing. The young guy, Red Zedrick Woods, is doing a great job for us. A.J., C.J., both of them are doing a nice job. So I've been impressed with them. I think we can play more people back there than we have in the last 3 years.
Where is C.J. Hampton lining up for you right now?
Free safety.
What kind of camp has Breland Speaks been having? And
Good.
Where do you see his role kind of be?
Good. I mean, like every single time they pass the ball, he's trying to knock the thing down, and he's a good pass rusher. And we got some really good pass rushers. We can put a big old defensive line in there, or we can put a speed pass rush in there too, and I like that, having the flexibility to do that by down a distance and situation.
How's Denzel's health?
Good. He's 100%. He's ready to go. Anxious to play.
How's DeMarcus look during camp?
Gates, good. He's improving. I think he sometimes gets a little bit hung up on himself too much, and I think that's set him back last year, and I think he's getting rid of some of that this year, and he's more of a team guy, great athlete out there, and he's done some really good things. I'm really proud of him.
You talked in the spring a little bit about developing depth at linebacker.
Yeah.
Kind of concerned about that. Where do you kind of?
Yeah, I'm really not concerned about it because, Ray-Sean Smith has really come on strong, and D. Gates, and I got Taylor Polk, who I have a lot of confidence in. I think Christian's gotten better as well as Tamario. Terry Caldwell's made. So I really have a difficult situation because I have 7, 8 guys that are pretty good, and I need to really limit some of the reps so 4 or 5 of them get really good. But it's been very competitive, and I think that's helped them get better out there. So very athletic group of guys.
How have you guys?
I'm sorry. Along those lines, CJ's transition to linebacker. How's
Excellent.
it going at this point?
And we're playing at both defensive end and linebacker, and he's doing a great job with both of them, and he's doing a great job of leading the team. So I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the way they work. They have that, biggest thing is chemistry, and, you don't want to rest on what's happened to you in the past and all those things, and they know this is a new DNA, if you will, for this defensive football team. And they want to try to outdo that football team. A lot of them are the same, but there's new guys, and they want to try to outdo that one. And you can only do that one play at a time. So I think they're close. I think the offense and defense is close. And I'm excited to see them here in 2 weeks from tomorrow.
How confident are you and CJ being able to make the calls and get people lined up? And all that
Totally.
stuff?
Yeah. He's, in the spring, when you hadn't played that spot for a while, it's tough. And, he came in, he looked at it, worked at it, and all of them do a good job of getting us lined up. So we're not as experienced as we were there last year, and I think that group will get better and better as we go. But we are more athletic, and there's no question about that.
What kind of camp have you guys had in stopping the run?
I think it's been good. I think, we work situations from the standpoint of what we want to emphasize day to day when we're installing. And there's some days if we're diamond money and they're running the ball, you're not going to be as effective. But I think we can stop the run when we need to stop the run.
How has DJ Jones been for you?
Excellent. Excellent. Again, I'm going to say this about like the defensive line. I think that we improved ourselves from last year because of Breland and DJ. And I think we're stronger across the board there. And it's a good defensive line that can be more physical defensive line and bigger because we can put Robert at end at times and put those big guys in the middle and have Fadal at the other end, or we can have the speed rushers in Keese and C.J. Johnson.
With all that depth, where do you see Breland fitting in to that rotation along the defensive line?
I see him as a starter along with all those other 8 guys, and I look at it like that. I look at it, there's 4 guys that have to start the game. I get that. I know what that means to you, but I see all those guys as starters, and we're going to play 8 to 10 guys in there, and that will be very good for us.
How do you think he's benefited and grown from that redshirt year when he first got here to where he is now?
I think he matured a lot as a man, and I think that helped him. I think he, understands and knows the defense. I think Kiffin's done a great job of getting him where he needs to be, and he's a very athletic guy. I mean, he's kind of a big guy that can run and move and do some things, so it gives you a nice push up there in the middle, but he can rush the passer too.